He's been a fixture of the Irish wrestling scene since day one. The owner of NLW and Heel Turn Ireland, and the former owner of OTT. He is Jamie Coleman, Irish wrestling's top historian, and he's bringing his wrestling friends back in time on the Lobos Network to discuss the moments in wrestling that made him a fan in Hot Tag Time Machine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition.
Hello and welcome to the Spandex Pantomime with me.
You ruined my intro.
Sorry.
You ruined it.
I thought it was my intro.
And this is take number 4 and you've ruined it every time, so let's just leave it in there.
Right, okay.
This is Hot Tag Time Machine. Jamie Coleman.
Spandex Pantomime with Justy,
No, not at all. You're my guest on my podcast.
Oh. Hot Tag Pantomime. This is like when the Jetsons
met the Flintstones. It's exactly like that.
It's like when the Radicals invaded the WWF. I can't think of a better.
The New Radicals?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, don't let go. You guys,
the dreamer's disease.
Yeah, remember that Perry Saturn and all? I can't think of a better. Angle.
We're just diving straight. We're sitting very close to one another.
I don't know. We're staring at each other.
I haven't even done the. Let me do the intro first, so people know what's going on.
Go for it.
This is Hot Tag Time Machine, and I'm joined in the studio by what do you call yourself? The face of Irish wrestling.
Why did you have to read it off the fucking? What do you call yourself? You read it off my 8x10.
I wanted to get it right.
You wrote that 8x, like I didn't ask.
Yeah, when I typed that, I had to read it off a note that I wrote when you told me what you call yourself. Right, so you are the Irish. The face of Irish wrestling. Justy.
Oh, we know each other like the back of each other's feet.
The hell is that in your feet? And also in studio is sitting in the corner there is young Be Cool.
Alright, Baz.
Alright, lad.
Don't tell anyone. Kayfabe's dead.
Hup.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Yeah. So look, this is. We're just going to talk about. We have no topic.
No,
we've got lazy.
I'm only here to get my money for the batteries I bought for the recorder.
Yeah, that we can't use.
Yeah, we're recording this on a Nokia 3310.
Yeah. So, tell me a bit about yourself.
No, hang on. You tell me a bit about yourself.
Hi, my name's Jamie. I'm 36.
No. You're Justy.
Oh, yeah. Just a disaster.
Oh, it's going to be terrible. Anyway, listen.
Yeah.
We're on this podcast.
And Foxy's one. He didn't say fucking anything, did he?
I don't know.
Well, he did more research than I did. You made him watch it.
He made notes.
You made him watch
it. We don't have any notes here today.
No, but it's like in Hot Tag Time Machine fashion, we're going back to look at wrestling, but in Spandex Pantomime fashion, there's no preparation and it's just two lads talking shite. So, and B in the corner.
Yeah. I watched King of the Ring 93 last night.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Yeah.
I thought Jamie would just know. Jamie knows everything.
I do know about King of the Ring 93. I'm looking at this recording device wondering, has it actually recorded everything we've said?
Yeah, look, it's the little. Why is it every time I talk, it goes mad? Look.
No, it just went off for a minute. And
did it? Yeah, but that's just.
Have we only been talking for 3 minutes, 12 seconds?
Have we? Oh, fuck! It feels like an hour.
Yeah, I would.
That's all the time we have for.
That's it. All right, everybody.
Yeah, I know King of the Ring 93. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah. I was just saying, if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, do you want to talk about it?
I don't give a fuck.
Well, lean in, motherfucker.
Did you really watch it, or are you just trying to see if Jamie will say something?
No, I watched it. I legit watched it.
Who did Mr. Perfect beat in the first round? Well, it wasn't the first round because it was really the semi-finals. Because the first round took place on
No, it was the first round.
I don't know. I have the worst memory as well. This is the worst person you could get
with sunglasses, and he gets hit with the urn.
Mr. Hughes.
Mr. Hughes, yeah.
Hits him with the urn, and good match.
Yeah,
match.
Was it?
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
good
good stuff. Yeah. Good stuff.
And Mr. Hughes was in a feud with the Undertaker, you see, so he had the urn.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, good pay per view. I thought.
Heck of a pay per view.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
You can remember that?
Yeah, I remember watching that. Yeah, when I was 9.
Yeah, I would have been 93, 6. No, I wasn't. I was 8. I don't know why I lied. I was 8 going on 9. Yeah, go fuck yourself, B.
Yes.
Yeah. So I like. I watched wrestling when I was that young, but I have absolutely no memory of any of it. Like,
So what are you doing here? What would you like to speak about today on? Because this podcast is about nostalgic wrestling. So like, what's nostalgia for you then?
No,
'Cause
like,
it's not obviously not King of the Ring '93.
no, like I remember the time. Like like me and my brother, who's a psychopath, would have like he liked when he seen wrestling on television. He just liked people cheating and stuff, and he really liked Tatanka. I think it was because he's colourful and made noises, and my brother didn't have to think much because he's definitely clinically slow, and he's not going to listen to this.
He wouldn't know how.
No, he wouldn't even know how to get into like unless it's been played on Today FM in his digger. I don't think it's going to be fucking. I don't think Tom's going to listen to this. But he loved like Tatanka and the Ultimate Warrior because they were all colouredy and big hardy lads.
Yeah.
And his favourite thing to say was foreign object. So basically, he'd pick up anything that was like not nailed down in the house and shout foreign object, and then hit me in the face with it. So yeah, I got bullied through wrestling. But I figured out how to put on the figure 4 leg lock, and when foreign object came about, he got himself a figure 4 leg lock, and I once met him urinate.
Okay.
Yeah, once met him urinate. Now, he didn't,
figure 4 leg
he
lock?
didn't piss loads, like, but
he pissed himself from a figure 4.
Dribbled a bit, and my brother is notorious for having no foreskin. He was circumcised really early, and so he didn't even have. Do you know, like sometimes not now. My foreskin is like it's eroded, like it looks like a volcano ring. But it used to be like a Ziploc bag when I was a kid, you know? You'd have more skin than dick. So, if you had a little dribble of piss, it'd be like a Ziploc bag, and you could just go to the toilet and just, you know...
Empty your bag?
Yeah. But Tom, notoriously circumcised, I think everybody knows that, and so he just dribbled on his own legs. And probably a bit on mine, figure 4 leg lock, you're entangled.
Never seen a figure 4 leg lock applied to the point where somebody pissed himself.
Yeah,
before,
well, there you go. There you go.
Right, okay.
So anyway, like this is why everybody wants me on the podcast because you know, pull no punches, unlike when I wrestle. Sorry, I took a sip of Monster there, so I have enough energy to talk more shit about my brother.
So the nostalgia for you is it's you wrestling with your brother.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
it nicely, like
So like say like Saturday morning superstars. That's what it sounded like, and like Live Wire.
Yeah.
Superstar, that's what you want. That was the later superstar music when it came into the Attitude Era. Because rock music for the Attitude. Because you know you can't have an old polka song in the Attitude Era.
LT and Bam Bam going to be a slam jam tattoo head, make him take back what he said in 1998.
No, you couldn't have that in 1998.
Oh,
yeah, wait, 95. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Tom liked Bam Bam Bigelow. Yeah, he got a little upset when I told him Bam Bam had died. And he's like, "Oh, the fat lad with the fire all over him." I was like, "Yeah."
He'd love
that. Was it. He'd love Danny Deans. He'd be the only one. Anyway, Tom, my brother. Why is this podcast about my brother?
I
got nostalgic there.
It's nostalgic, it's good that you got to wrestle around with your brother, though.
Yeah, it is. Like, I say that, but like, he had no interest in wrestling. It was just bright stuff for him. Yeah. And like Tom liked the kind of foreign object, you know, and he liked the fact that lads were getting.
Yeah, you done that story, but
let me fucking keep on going. Okay, that's not a story. That was like most of my childhood was my brother jumping out from behind things, going foreign object and stabbing me. So thanks.
What's the most foreign of objects he ever slapped you with? Yeah,
he used to like putting on slippers and having like boxing fights. Like the slippers were, because we had those for Christmas we got like novelty slippers, and I got like reindeer slippers, and he got like these Blues Brothers slippers, but they had fucking sunglasses on them.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, his hands were
Yours
protected.
would have had antlers.
Yeah,
no?
but the antlers were soft. His were actually plastic fucking, so he punched me in the face.
You could probably get till around New Year's out of yours, then you have to
Yeah.
put them away in storage
Yeah,
for
and
next
his
year.
his
are all
were
year
good
round.
all year round.
Yeah,
Like
you
you
can't
can watch Blues
can't wear
Brothers.
reindeer
No.
slippers in February.
No, unless you were like, oh, they're elk, and they're elk, not just reindeers, but they had big red noses on.
That's
So this is it.
Couple of Rudolphs on your feet.
Yeah, and
can't-
there's some two Rudolphs. Otherwise, it'd be called Tudolphs.
well,
So yeah, he'd hit me with random stuff.
Yeah,
But then
okay.
he fell out of love with wrestling.
yeah, and you didn't.
And no, I didn't, and I couldn't.
No.
Yeah, because I fucking loved that, and it was just around the time that like the Attitude Era was coming in around, say, like your fucking 97s, even like 96s. There was still like they were going, yeah. Guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? We're getting a little bit of attitude up in here.
Yeah.
And,
Goldust was rocking
so
around,
yeah, so
having scraps at Roddy Piper down the
yeah,
alleyways.
exactly, yeah. And
Bit of that-
he
bit of that
said some
96.
woeful things to him.
Oh,
in
stuff
94.
you couldn't say now.
Jerry Lawler saying
you-
the F word.
If you put that stuff on Twitter now,
Oh,
witch hunt.
beat a fuck. I once said a couple of things on Twitter about abortion, and
Which you won't repeat now.
no, I'll tell you what it was.
Trying to build an audience here.
No, because what I done was I was very pro-life, and sorry. That's completely wrong. I'm very pro-choice. I don't know why I said I'm actually the opposite of what I am. I'm very pro-choice, and but I said I don't believe in designer abortions. But and then I went to say a very pro-choice tweet, and all the other pro-choice people in the world jumped on a bandwagon and started fucking like piling onto me, and I was like, I'm on your side here. You're attacking me for a
They just never clicked.
yeah,
read more.
they saw me using a bad turn of phrase, and my mistake. But instead of educating me, they all came on, and one guy said, delete your Twitter now. Like a little fucking white knight piece of shit. Came up and said, delete your Twitter now, or else the Irish, or all the fans of Irish wrestling will know about one of theirs talking about designer abortions and all. And I said, do your fucking worst, you little bastard nerd. Like, what are you going to fucking, tell her? Are you going to tell on me? Like, fuck off. First of all, it's just an opinion. Like, I didn't go on and say, like, fucking, I believe that we should abort all children and maybe eat them because they're yummy. No.
You did not say that.
No, I didn't. And even if I did, fuck you. It's only words. Like, go fuck yourself. I had one guy fucking, block me on Twitter as well for saying, like, you can't say rape. I can't say it.
No,
I can't do it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
you're not allowed to do it.
No, you're not allowed to do it.
You're not
But
allowed
like,
to do that.
I can say it. I can mention it. And it's like,
yeah.
you can't make jokes about it. Well, I think you'll find I can. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's like, I think it, like what's happening on Twitter now is that you've got a fucking whole left movement that's become really fascist and telling you what you can and can't say, and I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not right. I'm not right wing. I'm not Republican. I'm not one of them fucking lunatics. I'm very much so on the left, but I'm very embarrassed by a lot of people on the left who are like, this is what you can and can't say. No, that's what fascists do. So go over the other side. Anyway, we've gone off
Brilliant,
track now.
though.
But like,
Yeah,
but Twitter.
it's all right, though, yeah.
No, I love Twitter, as we all know. I'm
sure
very
do,
much so
yeah.
addicted to it. I love the validation from strangers. I love, like, come on, like, I'm going to say some funny words. I'm going to put them in a sentence. Hope this works, and hope I get a bunch of fucking favourites, retweets, and likes for that kind of thing, because I haven't got much going on in my life, and my soul is empty. So fill it up with internet validation. But the other side of that is you have to be prepared that there's going to be a bunch of fucking goons online that are just waiting for you to slip up. And especially someone like me who's fairly opinionated. They're just waiting, just ready to jump on. And you know what? I'm ready for you to jump on, because I book like a fucking mule. And I will kick you off.
We should book Justy versus Twitter for the next No Limit Wrestling show.
Yeah, when is the next No Limit Wrestling show?
October 13th, Mo Theatre Nace, County Kildare. Tickets on sale now, motheatre.com. We should book, you remember they done Vince McMahon versus God? But we could do you versus Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we do the Twitter thing.
Buddy,
but
I'll find out.
If someone could dress up as the Twitter bird or something.
Me and B just more or less fucking we wrote a wrestling show inside someone's head that happened last Friday. So
Trinity Brawl,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
Let's talk
can-
about that.
yeah.
I heard it wasn't there.
Are you upset that you weren't there?
Yeah,
I got a text afterwards from you and we're like, oh, did that happen? And,
Yeah,
and then I kind of felt like shit that I
I
didn't
kept
invite
seeing
you.
the logo coming up on social media, but there was never a date under it, and I don't click on much.
Yeah, well, like the whole thing was the date. It was the big hashtag was August 16th. Like
I
we
just
made a
look at
big
the
deal
pictures.
about it. Yeah,
Should have
well,
put it in the picture.
yeah, should have.
Pictures. If it's not in a picture or a GIF, I don't know what it is. So I didn't know it was that particular Friday.
But you wouldn't have come anyway,
I
Jamie.
wouldn't have come anyway, no. But
he would have said, "I'll try and make it," and then you never would have shown
I
up.
would have never intended to go.
I don't think you would have liked it.
Yo, you would have fucking hated it.
Really?
Yeah, you were
Everyone
calling
seemed-
it.
No, I think you have me all wrong.
No, if I would put it this way, if I would have explained it to you beforehand, I think you would have tried to talk me out of it. Like.
Yeah, well, somebody explained it to me beforehand, and I did try and talk to them out of it. But, it took, by all accounts, it seemed like
that you he's talking about?
it went quite
Oh,
well.
I'm actually...
No,
I
so-
thought it was me for a second as well.
Yeah, somebody said it to me. I don't know who it was. I think it might have been you, Justy.
Well, it must have been me. You only talked to me and him.
Yeah.
We're the only two people that like would have been involved.
Well, you are my best friends.
I thought Barry wasn't your best
Too
friend.
late.
Be cool's not your best friend because you said it on
You said
on
it
a
on your
podcast.
podcast, and then I never listened to it again.
You listen to my podcast, Justy? Yeah?
Yeah, I listen to all of them. I'm actually really enjoying it. I think
Yeah,
you're
well,
made,
What's
you're
your
made for
favourite
podcasting.
on the Low Blows Network?
My
And then
favourite
what's-
podcast?
And then what's your least favourite?
Oh, my favourite podcast is Spandex Pantomime.
I tell you who has very good voice for podcasting is Jerry, the nerdy man.
I just finished up listening to one of his.
If you like nerdy stuff, like he's pretty good.
I listened to one about Star Trek just recently, and I wasn't into Star Trek.
No, I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
Han Solo and the voice myself.
Princess Leia.
Yeah.
No, I see. When I broke my neck, I was refined to just watching fucking shitty television.
Yeah.
And like you couldn't really leave the house. I was in a fucking neck brace for a while, and every day, at 10 o'clock in the morning, on Sky One, Angel would come on. The spin off of
Buffy's
Buffy.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right after that, Star Trek Voyager would come on.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like this is before your internet, kids.
It's before TiVo.
It's before like you had streaming services and stuff where you can just
Yeah, you
watch
just watch
whatever
what was
you want.
on,
So
yeah.
you just watch
Ads
what was on
and-
television.
ads and everything,
it wasn't
yeah.
even, do you know what? It's not even satellite television. It was fucking cable television.
Yeah.
And lucky to have it because my family were poor.
Yeah.
And I'm still quite poor. I haven't seemed to drag myself out of that.
Yeah.
But every day
It's true.
at 11 o'clock was Star Trek, so I ended up getting into it.
So you watched it. So you
Yeah, so I listened to Jerry's podcast and I was
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, I actually know a lot of what's going on here.
That's good.
Yeah. And I only noticed from listening to Jerry's podcast that I am a fucking nerd. I listened to your one on
you definitely are, yeah.
I listened to your one on
Well, I
Jerry's.
didn't think I was until I went on to Jerry's, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Well, you could be a nerd for anything."
For any, like, yeah. you can
Because
be
I
a nerd for-
don't watch Star Wars, Trek.
You're not a sci-fi guy.
No, I don't do the Marvel.
Yeah,
stuff.
you're not a superhero guy.
I don't know Spider-Man from Coleman. You know,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Coleman, that really, that really bad superhero that just
Yeah, you
throws
know.
lumps of coal.
Handy in the winter though.
Oh, Handy in the winter.
Handy in the winter.
Yeah,
So
Sandy actually employs him for a while.
Yeah.
It's terrible content going into this fucking podcast.
Probably
right
the worst that's ever going to happen.
Um,
But but then he was like, you could be nerdy about anything. And then I realised I really like Back to the Future, and that's
Yeah,
something that
that's
people like.
what The Power of Love is actually playing in the back of my head
Yeah.
for whatever
Okay.
reason right now. Bum 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 bum. That's the power of love. You know Huey Lewis.
Yeah, he had the news.
Yeah. So when you said Back to the Future,
Yeah, that's in
I
there.
was like, oh, that's Huey Lewis. It was already. It's in my head today. I don't know why I was singing it, but there we go. Do you know why it is? Breezing through Netflix earlier on, and all three Back to the Futures came up, and it was like continue watching for Justy. That's the name I use on my account. Was Back to the Future 2, right? And then it was I watched already Back to the Future, and then on for some reason on the something completely different for Justy, Back to the Future 3. That's not completely different Netflix. That's exactly what I've been watching. It's in fact I'm halfway through one. You bastards. So I like a bit of that as
Back
well.
to the Future too. What's up with Netflix? Why do they think Back to the Future 3 is
I don't know, but here's
different?
Yeah, I have no idea because it done this something different for Justy as well written on it, and then it said a fish called Wanda, and I was like, how is that different? I watched it 3 days ago. Like, how's that? Great film.
The Fish Called Wanda?
Yeah, great film. John Cleese is in it. Like, if you don't like John Cleese, you can go fuck yourself. Here, Baz, did you ever find that from the Just for Laughs festival? Remember I told you John Cleese does his own eulogy, and
Oh yeah.
I've never found it online after that. It was so fucking good.
No, I can find him though, Mark. The other lad.
Oh yeah, he does the actual
his
eulogy at the funeral.
which is
Yeah,
very funny.
yeah. They done they done a show right after he died called One Down, Five to Go, which they don't give a fuck. Love a bit of flying circus. Monty Python.
Just
I don't know
having a laugh.
Yeah, that's...
You're not allowed to have a laugh anymore.
I think you can.
Yeah, no, but you're not allowed.
Oh no,
you're not supposed to have a laugh.
Someone's going to be offended by.
Yeah, somebody gets offended by everything.
Yeah, there's going to be something on this that someone's going to get offended by. Probably,
100%.
Probably Tom or Danny Deans or Keego.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Who else will we insult?
I don't know. Name a few people here that you think I'll have.
I could do some word association with you. Some Irish wrestling word association.
You know, it's just edit it. You know what I mean?
It's
No,
not
we don't
done.
edit anything on this show. No, we leave everything in. Everything. Like Slurp Tea last week, we left that in.
Oh man, fucking listen to you slurping tea last week, and I was because you played it up and you done so long with it. You think you're so fucking funny, Jamie, don't you?
But did you just want a cup of tea? Like, was that?
No, I did. I wanted to not hear slurping anymore. I was
I
like,
would have turned it off.
this is fun for a bit,
I
but like
would've
now
turned it
you're
off.
just
You would have
that.
turned it off.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
stand any of that shite. Fucking chewing with your mouth
Yeah, you
open.
hate that, don't you?
Oh,
Who's
Maxer
who's
in
Maxer, yeah? Who's the-
Maxer in the car with you is fucking hilarious.
Max are chewing gum is the loudest noise that you'll ever hear in your life.
Unreal.
That's horrendous.
Have you ever seen him wrestle and he's just still chewing gum when
Chewing
he's wrestling?
gum and fixing his hair. Yeah,
Fixing
that's-
his hair and chewing. Great wrestler.
Well,
Fucking
bad seller,
until
'cause
he has to.
gets super kicked in the face, and before he hits the deck, he
He's chewing
blows a
gum.
bubble and fucking fixes his ponytail. Lovely lad, though. One of my favourite people in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to insult some people? I could throw some names at you.
I don't. You know what? I'm in enough trouble.
You'll get in trouble, won't you?
Yeah. I get
Remember,
enough
remember you
trouble.
got sacked from OTT that time?
I do, yeah. People bring it up all the time.
Yeah.
You say sacked. We had a very heated discussion in which the
Me
two
and
of
you?
us... No, myself and Joseph Cabrera were having a textual discussion.
Textual
And
intercourse.
it was where he told me that I can't do certain things on my social media, and I told him I'm not going to change, and he says, well, where do we go from here? And I said, well, I'm not changing. And he goes, well, I can't book you if you keep doing it. And I said, well, that's that then, isn't it? And he goes, yeah. And I said, thanks for all the bookings. And he said, no problem. And then we didn't speak until Defiant a year later.
So, but you're back now. You're back now. I've been back for a long time.
Yeah.
And still doing the same shit on social media.
Yeah, but he seems to have calmed down a bit. But like, in fairness to Joe, like, I don't want to fucking out him as like this guy who just didn't like my social media. Now he doesn't like my social media. He still
Many don't.
gives me shit.
Many don't like your
Well, like
I've blocked you a couple of times.
idiots don't like it. People who block me are fucking idiots.
Yeah, I
you know?
blocked you a couple of times.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
All idiots.
But then I realised what an idiot I was, and I unblocked you.
Yeah, I like the way I see it is I've got a bigger following than any other domestic, like anyone who hasn't gone. Like obviously, Session Ma is going to have a way bigger fucking social media following than me because she is out there and she's like. But for someone who doesn't go outside of Ireland,
Yeah.
sometimes not even into Northern Ireland because the fucking state you're seeing up there. Oh, did I say? I didn't want to insult anyone else anymore. But I've got a pretty big following then, and it's not from being shit at social media.
No, but I think some of the stuff you were saying was a little bit,
OTT.
a little bit OTT for
Yeah,
OTT.
isn't that amazing? Your wrestling company's called OTT. Yeah, I'm too over the. Never mind. It's a joke. It's just a joke.
You're okay now, though, yeah?
Yeah, like me and Joe.
Yeah.
Like I actually I follow the Church of Joe Cabrera really. Like he can kind of do no wrong as a promoter.
He's very good at what he does, yeah.
Yeah, what he like fucking, I don't think we're going to give each other fucking hand shandies getting drunk in a fucking party some night and then realise that we love each other all along. But we get on as well as two professional people would get on.
You
Like
don't hand shandy each other.
yeah, we discuss wrestling. We tell each other how we feel about stuff. We've got some differing opinions, but we've also got
Everyone's
a lot.
entitled to
Yeah,
their
exactly.
opinion, that's the thing,
it.
like.
But we've also got a lot of stuff that we have in common. Beliefs in pro wrestling that we do have in common, and Yeah, look, Joe's great at being a promoter, but tolerating me, not so great. You know?
No. But that's you can be quite.
Oh, I'm an abrasive
Yeah,
personality.
quite annoying, yeah.
Yeah, of course. And there's no.
Very difficult, a bit difficult, a bit stubborn.
Yeah. But then again, so was Joseph. So
true. Yeah, that's what maybe you two are more alike than you think.
Yeah, no.
Than you think.
No, don't tell him that you think.
I'm very fond of both of you, so maybe that's.
Yeah, here you are.
I've got to be best friends with both of you and Barry.
Fuck you.
Although Barry never came to my wedding, but
Because
then
we never
again,
got food poisoning.
but then again,
Barry actually was the one who gave everyone food poisoning at your
I'll
wedding.
be at the next one.
good. But then again, Barry did come on my stag, and you didn't come on my stag.
Yeah, that's true. I'm very poor. Want to point that one out?
Yeah.
I was at. People don't know this. I was at the top table of your wedding.
You were. If my best friend, Paddy, who's been my best friend since we were 8, so he does trump people. If he had died, you would have been my.
Yeah,
my
I love that.
He's sick. He could have died. So
Yeah, at any minute he can die.
he could be dead right now.
Yeah,
I hope not.
But it would have been really awkward because a rule at your wedding was that I wasn't allowed to get a microphone and speak at all.
Of course.
That's censorship. That's censorship.
Yeah, but like,
That's fair.
Is that why? Yeah.
that's fair enough.
What would I can be nice. What would I have
No,
said?
you can be nice, but just not in front of a crowd.
Yeah, but you've
I
taken
think
me there.
I
Well, yeah.
think that you try to be nice, but then you're like,
No, I went out of my way to be good at your wedding.
You were
I didn't
good at
even-
the wedding.
Didn't even drink and
But
all.
if you had got a microphone, you may not have been so nice.
I was sitting up beside your fucking dad, her fucking family,
Yeah.
you know, I wasn't going to be a.
But you could have done a 20-minute speech that could have been lovely, and at the end of it, you could have looked down at my mother-in-law and said, "Nice tits, by the way," and ruined the whole thing.
In fairness, though, Rose.
No.
What?
No. Because I tell you why, this
Rose
is the
is
one.
lovely.
This is the
What?
one that the wife is going to listen to because
Right,
she's fond of you
okay,
and she's
alright.
fond of Barry. So this is the one she's going to download and
Rosalie.
give it that 10th download and listen to.
Hi, Rosie. Am I allowed out her name, or are you going to
Yeah,
beat
you
that
say
up?
no. That's
Hi, Rosie.
that's her name. Yeah.
Hi.
Rosie once said that of all the Irish wrestlers in the scene, that I was the most attractive.
Wow.
Yeah. What
So
the fuck?
bad eyesight.
She does wear fairly thick glasses.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So
We
we live together. Not a lot of people know
me
that.
and you.
Yeah.
That's nostalgia, I suppose.
That's nostalgia. We were two manic depressives bringing poor Be Cool around.
Yeah, Be Cool
everywhere.
was like our.
Yeah, we both got
I don't know what
we
you were.
both got dumped by our other halves. And,
No.
Or we both split up. I don't know what way you want to do it. So then, but that led into the best time of our lives.
Yeah, well, we weren't manic depressives. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah, we
were
were.
two very happy people living
We-
bachelor lifestyle.
oh, man.
Happy's a strong
Happy's, happy's. Yeah, but it was great living with you, Jamie.
It was good living with you as well.
No,
If
it
you
was
had
great.
I tell you, if you had picked up after yourself, you would have been just A-okay.
A slob.
Other than that, like,
slob.
I came home after a weekend once and there was a half-eaten snack box on the floor that was there since you told me Friday. This
Was it on the
Tuesday
floor?
morning.
Was it on the floor?
On the floor under a pillow. So, yeah.
Oh, I hope
Yeah,
my missus doesn't
you
listen
may
to
have
this.
slept on the pillow. I don't know.
Yeah, but like it's
snack box was still there
Nice to,
on Tuesday. And
nice
you know
to
what?
pull.
It wasn't half bad.
you know, yeah, it's nice to pull a bit of fucking chicken out from.
Tuesday morning chicken.
Yeah. We used to have we used to have duvet days that a lot of people didn't really understand because we'd get like
Lyle Hogan of the wrestling shop in Stephen's Green thought we were a couple.
Yeah, well, a lot of people did think we were a couple, but we
Would you
didn't.
say a lot of people?
I'd say a few. Like we would lead them on a little bit as well because we thought it was funny. But
Yeah.
putting up pictures on Facebook of the two of us under one duvet eating a chocolate pie.
But what
with-
people didn't understand was it was a pretty big duvet.
Yeah,
It was cold.
yeah, and we were fully
hungover.
clothed
We were-
underneath it.
oh,
like.
of course.
Big
Yeah.
duvet, very small couch though.
That's the
the problem.
that's why we couldn't use two
Yeah.
duvets.
Yeah.
We lived in an apartment. We only had the one couch, 2-seater. So why try and mess around with two?
Yeah, what am I
duvets?
going to do? Sit on the floor while he sits on a couch?
Yeah, you're just sitting on it.
Two-seater. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
we sat down.
Sat on
Yeah,
a two-seater and we just got one duvet.
and we were hungover from the night before.
Yeah, we
'Cause
drank a lot.
Yeah,
I don't drink anymore.
Sure did, yeah. Yeah, you don't drink. How long are you sober?
You say that like I'm an alcoholic.
I assume you are.
No, I'm not. I'm just really bad at it. I haven't had a drink in 14 months.
No? Craving it at all?
No,
or?
not really. Every now and again I'll see a mojito, because me and B would always, we love our mojito.
I used to join you for a mojito on occasion.
Yeah, and that's kind of all I miss, because the taste of a mojito.
Why don't you have a mojito?
Because I just don't, like, when it came to the year, I was like, well, I'm going to get through a year. I said I'm going to go do a year off the beer, so I'm going to do it. And then after the year, I was like, I had no real desire to go out and get fucking pissed.
Is that the problem though? You couldn't just have a mojito.
Yeah, no, I think I could. I could. There was scenarios where I go out and I'd have a couple of beers and I'd go home.
Yeah, we used to do it over Tuesday.
Yeah, we used to do it over Tuesday. Drinks Tuesday.
I used to call it.
But
slowly morphed into drinks / dinner / Death by Chocolate Tuesday.
Yeah, we love the bit of Death by Chocolate. The Silk and Thomas in Kildare Town, if anyone's wondering.
There you go, that's some good Death by Chocolate up there.
Nice plug. My missus won't go into the Silk and to eat with me anymore, because every time we've tried to eat there, they've fucked up her order.
She's damn right, because it has gone.
Has it gone tits up? See, they always get my food right, but I think I'm a lot less picky than other people. They do lovely wings in there though, that's the thing. I love a buffalo wing.
Yeah.
Love a buffalo wing.
I'm more of a hangman's restaurant now.
See, yeah, well, like the Hangman's out in Milltown in Kildare, if anyone's listening from fucking elsewhere. But it's a nice place. Won a lot of awards. It's kind of out of the way though, and it's very expensive.
It's only a 5-minute drive.
Yeah, well, is it? Because I don't have a car, so no wrestling talk.
Yeah, so
I'm so sorry I tuned in to listen to this.
And it was just me fucking meandering on about different shit.
Okay.
Like, I can only really remember if, like, when it comes to wrestling and stuff.
When I say wrestling nostalgia to you, what do you think? What comes to mind? I think what comes to your mind is WrestleMania 17, that era.
Yeah, like it's well, my most fond memories of wrestling would be from 98. Let's say late 98 into early 2001.
Okay,
and that would
That's
be
fair enough. Yeah,
and in and around 2002, 2003, is when I just stopped watching wrestling, because I started wrestling, and it took over a lot of time. Plus, I don't watch wrestling. I am a wrestler, which is a really stupid way of seeing
happens to
things.
a lot of people. Yeah, it's like it becomes uncool to like wrestling. But
it's like
silly.
you don't want to be a mark, but it's a really stupid thing, because like, why would you stop watching? But I've never really got back into watching wrestling on a full-time basis. So I kind of only take in wrestling now through GIFs on the internet, and then if something really piques my attention, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to check that out.
You look into that.
I look into the full thing. Like, but I'll watch bits of NXT, AEW. I'll watch the highlights of WWE if there's anything particularly, like all that Becky stuff that was going on running up to WrestleMania and stuff. I was glued to that. Like, so I do watch wrestling now, but not in the same way as I would have consumed it as.
Yeah, I think there was a time for, as a teenager as well, like. I certainly watch wrestling religiously. Wouldn't miss it for anything. Yeah, anything like if a television series had a wrestler as a cameo, I'd watch. I'd watch that just because I want to. I want to see The Rock on Voyager. You know what I mean? Terry Funk and Quantum Leap.
God, what a great episode of Quantum Leap that was!
What episode of Quantum Leap? Quantum Leap is a really fine program. That's nostalgic.
So when we
all watch Quantum Leap.
That guy.
For some reason, everybody watched Quantum Leap.
Yeah,
my age.
I listened to Jerry's podcast today. As I said, one of the guys that were on that never watched Quantum Leap. He said it because he sees what's that guy's name? The fucking actor. Oh,
that's in Quantum Leap.
Yeah, well, he's Sam Beckett in Quantum Leap.
Yeah,
like, but you only know him as Sam.
Trek,
yeah, he's in one of the Star Trek. The newer what's it? Enterprise. He's in Enterprise, but it's I fucking can't think of it. He's Captain Archer in Enterprise. If I remember.
Yeah, Google that for us, Barry.
Barry's now the producer of the. A bunch of fucking schoolgirls just walked in here, and I'm very uncomfortable because that's.
You're not supposed to be within 10 feet.
Well, you made the joke, not me, and that's how we get away with it.
Well, they're coming up here now.
So what's going on here?
They're doing rehearsals.
That's okay. We're in the Moe Theatre, by the way. What's happening in the Moe Theatre?
What's
coming
next,
up in the
Sean?
next...
I'm looking up.
Quantum Leap, B. Jesus. And did you ever watch Quantum Leap?
No, Jez.
You never watched Quantum Leap?
No.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
Do you remember, like, one of my favourite ones was the, well, I know we're getting into Quantum Leap,
alright.
but
Okay.
remember in 1950s he went back and did the drag race
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
Oh, that was great, and he was a pimply little fucker, but...
It was, you waited, you know what it was with Quantum Leap? You waited till the very
Oh,
last
the very
minute
to see what was
exactly-
happening next.
And they hooked you for the
Oh,
next one.
yeah, they got you in. That's how you do it.
Raw should do that.
Raw should be doing it. It should always
Raw
finish-
should flash around time.
Scott Bakula.
Scott Bakula,
Yeah,
that's
there
right.
you go.
And he was on It's Always Sunny. Oh, did you not get any of them jokes in It's Always Sunny then? What are the rules? What are the rules? What are the rules? Dennis Reynolds, great lad. Anyways, what were we talking about him for?
I don't know, who's your favourite?
Terry
wrestler?
Funk. No, he's actually Terry Funk's up there. Terry Funk done Quantum Leap.
That's right, yeah.
But he also wasn't he in Roadhouse?
He sure was.
Oh
With
man,
Patrick
Terry
Swayze,
Funk.
yeah.
Terry Funk was the fucking master of cameos, wrestler
Terry Funk
cameos.
done a bit, yeah.
Oh, he done a bit.
He was out
He
and
done a
about.
bit.
Yeah.
Fucking man, I watched Beyond the Mat there a few months ago.
Yeah.
That cunt, right? Am I allowed to drop a C-bomb on your cunt and show?
How many did you want?
So he was funked. His knees were done in.
1997,
1990.
yeah.
Was that 7?
Yeah,
Is
97,
that when they
he had his
filmed that?
retirement against Bret Hart, yeah.
Right, yeah, because
In the
it
barn.
was released in 99 though, wasn't it? In Beyond the Mat.
Yeah, well, some of the stuff was from 99, yeah, but
Yeah, 'cause,
that part was filmed in
right.
97.
Right. But he wrestled for so long after that.
He's still wrestling.
He's still at it now.
Yeah.
But how is he? Oh, like, I was walking down there today catching Pokemon, and my knee started hurting me. And I said, I'm 33 years of age. I'm Jesus' age, and my knees hurt me from trying to catch Charmander.
You say that like Jesus is now 33.
Yeah, he's not. He's
No.
dead. He's. I think Jesus is. If you were to do the maths, he's in and around 2000 and 11 years old. I don't know if that's right.
Right.
But anyways, he never existed. He probably did. Like,
There's a man
do you want to
called
hear
Jesus.
about?
No, I just want to talk.
Like 400 years after he died.
Can we not just talk about
The Catholic
Los
Church
Briques
says
and
oh man, I
racial
love a bit.
domination
Yeah.
and stuff?
The thing about Los Briques, you never remember any of them except for Savio.
Well, one of them was called Jesus. Like Jesus.
Jesus, oh yeah, Jesus, yeah. That's why I didn't put
Miguel
the two of them
Perez.
together. See, I wouldn't. You see that Miguel Perez wouldn't have.
What
fucking
about
resonated
the
with me.
DOA? You know,
Loved
they're
a bit of DOA, skull, 8-ball, chain, zzz.
and Demolition Crush.
Demolition Crush was there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any notes today, and didn't
Let's
need
talk
them.
about. Remember, I spat all over you there.
all right.
Do you remember?
It's okay.
Like speaking of the DOA, the Jackal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then who was the not the Disciples of Apocalypse? What was the fucking Kurgan was with the not the Oddities. Before he was in the Oddities, it was the True Commission, the fucking bastard True Commission. Sorry, there's legit.
You're
kids
so
here.
loud, and there's people trying to rehearse in the studio next door.
So, anyways, it's legit. You said studio next door.
Let's just simplify it.
It's the stage area, and we're in a little box looking down on them.
Yeah.
We're in the studio, anyway.
Yeah, this feels like a studio.
It is a studio.
But the True Commission. And
Yeah.
then let's go down this weird tunnel that fucking we're after digging ourselves out now.
Yeah.
They loved the faction.
Love the faction.
Like when
Cyrus is in the True Commission.
yeah, Cyrus. He was the
what
Jackal in
weird. He was the
ECW.
Jackal,
Yeah. So
He was supposed to manage Farouk and Bradshaw when they were the acolytes. They were going to be
Really?
the Jackalites.
stop.
True story.
No.
Truth Commission story.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow. Fun fact: the Acolytes are like one of my favourite tag teams of all time,
Yeah.
and Bradshaw seems like a bit of a dick now when it comes to people talking about him and stuff. But I loved him so much because he hit people so hard. And when I was backyard wrestling, I was a prick with a clothesline. Like I would absolutely rattle people out with it.
When you look back at his clothesline from hell now, it's rough. Like,
yeah, it's rough.
Like he upended lads.
But it's like he was emulating Stan Hansen. So I went back and was looking
Yeah.
at Stan Hansen. If you watch Like Stan Hansen versus is it Misawa? Like he all neck. And the hardest clothesline you'll ever see, and it's right across the throat. And that Japanese man, he just stands up like it ain't no thing.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Lunatics.
Hi. It was around this time that we were asked to leave the studio because of Justy's cursing and the fact that there was children rehearsing next door.
We were told we weren't Garda vetted. She never asked.
No, she never asked if we were or not.
No.
Which we're not.
We're not.
No.
Well, it's like
maybe it's because I made the joke that you're not supposed to be 10 feet within.
Yeah, well, they didn't hear that, did they?
I don't know.
Anyway, she didn't seem particularly nice about it.
No.
But, so what, you got
there
to
wasn't
wrap it up now, or?
I think we'll just have to wrap it up here and apologise for the fact that we didn't talk about any nostalgic wrestling other than Truth Commission.
Well, so,
Las Boricuas and...
If you want to know, I like wrestling from, 1990, late 98 to early 2001. The Invasion angle wasn't that bad. Stone Cold Steve Austin was excellent. So was The Rock. Was never a big fan of Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels. And back in them days, I liked people like the Bushwhackers, who were big characters. That's all the nostalgia you need to know from me.
Yeah, but maybe we'll do this again, and we can actually talk about some. Maybe we'll talk about the Bushwhackers a little bit more.
I'm the worst for having a guest in your podcast because you try and pin me down to one thing and we just end up going
doesn't
all
matter
over the
though.
place. Yeah. Is it entertaining? Who knows? I got 30 odd episodes of my own fucking podcast, so
yeah, I didn't listen to any of them, but
yeah, but you wouldn't, because you and you know what? I put your stuff over all the time.
No, I did listen to one of them, maybe two. Maybe I think I listened to one with. Did you have Jerry O'Brien on?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I listened to that one.
And
you Danger Don, I don't know who on it.
Yeah, I did.
Butler,
yeah,
whatever fuck her name is.
Just Danger Don. You can have a.
I listened to that one as well, and that's all I listened to. Oh, here's B.
Here's B.
Oh, I thought you finished recording.
No, we definitely
No,
hadn't finished recording. You fucking prick.
Right.
But
Just you have to bring Justy home.
I'll wait for him in the car. Give us a poster.
I'm gonna. We're legitimately still recording this, Barry.
Pass Barry a No Limit Wrestling poster.
Yeah, No Limit Wrestling. So while we're on that, I was gonna say, shit, look at this now.
Sorry.
Fucking be cool.
Hang on.
Fucking glad. I'm glad he was involved in Justy Jitsu now. I'm glad I dragged him down with me. Oh, so I've not really to plug.
Plug my wrestling show.
NLW in the Mo Theatre. What day is it?
What does it mean to you?
NLW? I
Yeah.
love NLW. NLW, I remember, was my first foray into non the first time I wrestled outside of my home promotion, and it was a fantastic show. And ever since then, I've always said I've loved working with you and for NLW. And the thing about it now is that NLW's home venue is in Naas, which is 2 towns over from me, so it's handy, and it's in Kildare, which is where I'm from. Most people think I'm from Dublin for some fucking stupid reason.
It's not the accent anyway.
No, but people in Cork always say oh, fuck off back to Dublin with your Dublin accent. It's have you been to Dublin? Obviously not, you Corkonian dope. Queen's fucking county. There's Brits down there. They're the closest thing to Brits other than Nordies. Anyways, so I love NLW because it is local to me. It's got such great memories. I love the Mo Theatre, and you, as a wrestler, you shouldn't love theatre venues because the 360-degree audience is the best thing about our medium of performance. But there's something about the Moat that it feels very pantomimey for me, and I love that aspect of wrestling, of just looking to an audience and do that. Oh no, he isn't. Oh yes, he is. I loved my last match there with Scotty Davis and Paul Tracy. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoy wrestling in the Mo Theatre for NLW all the time. What date is that?
October 13th. Can you make it?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, good.
Am I booked, Terry? I've
always.
Look at what I'm wearing.
You're wearing some heel turn apparel t-shirts.
Yeah, free.
Which we absolutely free, yeah.
Free to me, not to you. If you go on to.
Well, there's no heel turn apparel stuff up at this moment, but we're gonna stick some stuff back up there soon.
And Irish wrestling tees.
Same shit, really, you know.
Same stuff. Thanks a lot for doing the because I'm poor as fuck right now. When you done the merch bundles,
Yeah, that's all right.
And we done all right. I signed all these things today.
Yeah.
I write like a child.
Yep.
I've no signature.
Yep. I sat over Justy like a father sitting over his child doing his homework. It took a lot longer than expected.
I get so distracted though.
You do get it. Yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
You are easily distracted.
I am.
That's going to be your next T-shirt. just easily distracted with the TED and distracted missing because you got distracted. Now, on that note, we're going to wrap this up. I'd just like to say that Justy's views are his own views and did not necessarily...
I didn't say anything bad,
did not necessarily reflect the views of me, Low Blows Network, Rick Nash, Jerry Soul, or anybody else who could be... Katie Harvey.
They never mention me on their podcast.
Yeah, their podcast's pretty good though.
It's really good. That's
really
what kills me.
Yeah.
It's such a good podcast.
Yeah. We're like the velocity to their raw.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's a great reference from about 2001.
Sure.
Yeah,
listen,
whatever.
That's all the time we have for here on this particular podcast. So, sorry, everybody, and thanks for listening. And please do listen again. We will do this again with Justy.
That thing you do because I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll do it now in a second. Give me a minute.
Thanks for being a fan.
We will do this again with Justy on a more serious level, maybe. So,
Will we?
We'll try. So, that's all the time we have for our folks. We'll see you next week. So long. Take care.